We are so excited that we get to talk to my parents today and hear a little bit more about their experience with the Deepavali growing up when they were growing up in Bangalore, India. So they both spent their entire childhoods and young adulthoods in Bangalore. And so lots of you were excited to hear about their experiences. So we'll turn it over to them to share what it was like.
Yeah, hi, yeah. Growing up, we grew up in Bangalore, India, and it's like a 3-day celebration. But first day, what we do is we get up at like a 4 a.m. in the morning, and we take a oil bath. And then after the oil bath, sometimes we get new clothes, sometimes we may not get new clothes. But and then we had to buy some firecrackers.
Wait, what was the oil bath like? What did you do for the oil bath?
Oil bath, we put oil for my head and on my body and then let it soak. And then we take a bath, and we didn't have shampoo. We used like a
soap nut powder.
Soap nut powder. So just
it's a naturally occurring seed.
Yeah.
They make soap nut powder out of it.
And then we take a bath.
Scrub out the oil.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Was the oil mostly for your head or for your whole body?
Whole body.
Okay.
First for the head, we'll put oil for the head and let it soak maybe an hour or so. Then we take the oil bath. Before we take the bath, then we put the oil for the whole body afterwards. We had to do in the bathroom. So
pretty hot water actually.
Oh yeah, we have a big pot boiling water, and then we put a fire. It's like a fire. I don't know how to say it. It's like we don't use the geyser. We had only like a big copper pot. We fill up the water, copper pot, and we boil the water, and then there is 10 people have to take a bath. So
using wooden. Using wood to boil the water.
Yeah, and then we bought some firecrackers day before, and then we all share that, divide by 10, and we had our own little group of firecrackers. And then after we take an oil bath and put our new clothes on, and then go outside and light up the firecrackers, and then whatever we have, and then we have a big feast. Lots of food.
Puja.
No, Naraka Chaturdashi puja. No puja. And then we just eat lot of food usual. So, and
what
that day is.
Would you eat?
Food. Naraka Chaturdashi we do.
But one other thing, Sagani unde put
Benka.
Marigold.
Yeah, Naraka Chaturdashi martidda.
Yeah.
So what we do also, we do puja that day, and we
Umaradalli, every Umara.
We get this cow dung, and then we roll that and make a shape, and then we do puja for that thing.
And also put a marigold flower in that in the cow dung, and you put that on every doorway, every doorway.
It's a different shape we had to do. Yeah, that's called benka. Yeah, we use that cow dung for that. And then that day after the bath, and we do puja and eat. Lunch is big, more than the dinner there. So we have big lunch. And then the next day is Amavasya. Amavasya, we don't do anything. We just kind of eat leftovers, things like that, if there is any. And not a big deal for Amavasya. Then after the Amavasya, the third day is Deepavali. That's then Balipadimi. That's a big holiday. Balipadimi is big thing. So what we do is we do puja in the evening. Usually brothers do puja in the evening. And then the sisters go to brother's house and then do blessings for them, so that they get wealthy and healthy and all kinds of stuff. What they do is they put a kalasha in the middle, and then we do puja, and that has got 8 corners. You put the rangoli, you know what rangoli is, right? We do the rangoli, and there is 8 corners. In that 8 corners, we had to take a glass of milk and water mixed together. And then we go 8 times all around, and then we go 3 round. All the sisters have to do for the brother's house. And then in return, brothers give some money to sisters.
I love that. That's so fun. And for anyone who's not familiar, rangoli is when you take colored powder and make designs in front of the house or anywhere else. You make all these different beautiful designs with different symbols in them.
Any festival, rangoli is big in India. We have big rangoli in the front of the house, and then in front of the guard, everywhere.
And also Torna, Mavin Torna.
Mavin Torna. In Mavin Torna, mango leaves, and we make on the hostel, not hostel. When you walk in, you put like a garland. We make from the mango leaves, we fold it up, and then you put it to the thread, and then tie it in front of the house. So everything we have to have green. Green is important. Yeah, green is important. Make it look green. The house is green.
Because everything is fresh. Green is fresh.
Yeah.
So sort of like a new beginning.
Yeah, right. Mostly every holiday we have that green mango leaves, and then we fold that up, and then you tie it to the thread. I don't know whether you have seen that. I had it at home.
It's like we call it a torna or garland.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So here's a question. So sweets are really important for Deepavali. So tell me about the significance of sweets for the holiday.
Yeah, Deepavali, Balipatimi, we make lots of like Mysore Pak, Ambode. Deepavali is big. Balipatimi is the biggest.
Why are sweets so important to the holiday?
Because we have to share sweets. Whenever you give sweets, you always have to share sweet. That means there's happiness, sharing happiness. So they make a puliyogre and all those things too, but sweets are kesri bath and wabbattu, all kinds of stuff. The sweets are very important. They will have 2 or 3 sweets. I don't know whether they had any.
And Deepavali signifies the victory of good over evil, correct? So is it tied to that as well? Like sweets are sort of happiness and goodness.
Happiness, victory. We got the victory. We won, like that. So that's why we all have to eat sweets. That way, sharing the joy because we won. And then also all the girls get to do a lot of puja, a lot of singing. Usually Deepavali, Balipatimi, you don't go to door houses, other houses, only at home. And then you invite people or somebody can invite you like that. So that's it. Because the whole city is celebrating. A lot of firecrackers going everywhere. And every house will have lots of firecrackers and they play. I know it's danger, but we did that when we were young. So.
Are there any particularly memorable Deepavalis that you remember?
Memorable Deepavali.
Any what?
Well, once what happened was my father always used to do the Kalsh Puja, Balipatimi, the evening.
So puja is just a religious ceremony or prayer service. So yeah, for anyone who's not
familiar, Any festival, puja comes first. And then Uta, a lot of big meal afterwards. So even Ganesha, Gauri, everything we had to puja first. So
we didn't even drink coffee.
Yeah, not all, not for Balipatimi. Balipatimi is in the evening. Balavendran Puja is in the evening. I need to read Vrataratnamala because there is a story behind that Balavendra. But Bali, he's a Bali, and then he gets to come out only once a year. So people can worship him only once a year. That's Bali. I think who Vamana, no, something Vamana or somebody. I think he was not acting up well, and then he was not behaving well, and then they got into fight, and then he pushed him to Patala, I mean, underground. He went underground. And then he begged him afterwards. He told, I think that Raman and Sita. Then he gave him one wish. You can have only one wish. And then he gave him one wish. He can only come out once a year, and then people can do puja for you. That's Balipardimi. That's what it is. I'm going to read that. Rataratnamala will know more about that story. So, yeah.
And Mom, you're about to tell us something about your dad that he would always do.
Yeah, Dad was Balipardimi. He was doing puja, and then my mother had a golden necklace, and then that we had to put that necklace to that kalsha. That until then
Kalsha is the tumbler with sacred water.
I can show you. We have one there. I think you saw that, right? Didn't you? So
yeah, I think so. And Dad, maybe put back just a little so we can see your face.
Put back. They can see the face. They cannot see your face.
There we go.
So then what happened was my mother, she gave away the necklace that she had. And then she gave away to somebody. And then she didn't have that. My father got furious and he didn't do puja that time.
Oh, she gave it away to somebody?
That's not a very happy one.
Yeah, that Balipardimi was bad. Yeah. That I'll never forget that. And then, because that's the one we were talking to Srinath Mama when we were in Madhu's house that day. So, yeah.
What about any really happy memories from a Deepavali? Any especially exciting one? Anytime that you got a gift that you liked or anything?
That's a pretty normal thing, Deepavali. Sometimes we get new langa or sometimes we don't.
Yeah, that's the time when we get new clothes. We'd always be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
New clothes. It was always a given. New clothes and firecrackers. Those were the two main attractions. But I think I told you guys.
Your firecracker story.
I have already told you about my atom bomb story.
Well, lots of other people will be listening, Dad. So go ahead and share that story again.
Share the story again.
I will. But there was one year we all got up early, had our oil bath, everything was ready. And as usual, my older brothers, Dore Dodappa and Ramu Dodappa, usually they would go and bring the firecrackers, and either they would have brought it the previous evening and they would hide it in bags so that we could fire them the next morning after we had taken our oil bath. But one year what happened was, for some reason, the government banned all firecrackers. So we got up, we were ready to fire crackers, and they bring this 2 bags full of sand. We were so disappointed that there were no firecrackers, just sand. And of course, they told us that year the government had banned all firecrackers for whatever reason, maybe safety or maybe they didn't make enough or whatever. We didn't have it one year. I distinctly remember that. And obviously, we were all very disappointed. And Daddy was in high school. And this particular year,
you can drink some water.
As we finished firing crackers, there were some crackers that did not fire. So Daddy, in his wonderful chemistry thinking as a scientist, he collected all the unfired ones and put it all together. And then he struck a match, but he had his face very close to the firecracker leftovers. And what happened was because this is very fine powder, firecracker powder, it burnt and singed my hair. Luckily, I didn't lose my eyesight. Adding insult to injury, Daddy was very scared. So what he did was he knew that he had hurt himself. So he ran from the back of the house, went to the bathroom, and washed his face, thinking that everything would be fine. No, that was not true. He had actually burned his face. And of course, went inside, and everybody asked me what happened. I told them. They said, yeah, you're pretty stupid to do that. They put some, I think they put cod liver oil. That was the thing they put. I think cod liver oil is supposed to heal that wound. And then I got a wonderful name when I went back to school because it had not healed yet. And they nicknamed me Mr. Atom Bomb.
That's a great story. Well, thank you guys for sharing that. Do you have any other thoughts on anything that was special to you growing up or anything that you really loved?
Also in the Deepavali, we had to light up a candle, not a candle. It's like a clay lamp, and we put a wick in that, and then put some oil, and then we had to light that up. We put it in front of the house, both sides of the house. That goes on for 1 month. See, usually Deepavali is called Kartik Masa. Kartik Masa, the whole month, we had to put those two wick clay pot in front of the house every day, every evening. We used to put that 1 month. So
very fun. Well, thank you guys for sharing that. Do you guys have any questions or anything? Yeah, go ahead.
What was your favorite sweet?
What was my favorite? What, baby?
Sweet.
Your favorite sweet.
Sweet. Oh, Obbatu. Oh, I love Obbatu.
And tell everyone what Obbatu is.
Obbatu is, it's like a chapati, and then it's stuffed with, we can make, there are 2 types of Obbatu. You can make one Obbatu with coconut and sugar.
Sesame,
ಸಾಸಿವೆ ಎಳ್ಳು maybe
ಎಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಬೆಳಿದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಹೆಸರು ಪಾಯಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಗಸಗಸೆ.
Yeah, what we do is we mix coconut and sugar and put it in a pan and mix it together and make a small ball, and then we roll the chapati like you guys did. Hold on. And we roll the chapati and you put that ball inside and close it up and roll it back up. That's one type of chapati, one type of obbatu. There is other obbatu. You can make it from tur dal obbatu. You cook the dal.
Sweet, right?
That's also sweet.
Oh, is that sweet one also? Okay.
You put sugar in it. You cook the dal, and then not tur dal.
Oh yeah, the other dal, right? You mix it with, you make a paste sort of.
Yeah, and then you put sugar in that, and again make a ball, and then roll up the chapati and stuff it with this. That's called bele obbatu, or this is coconut obbatu. Oh, I love obbatu.
And you said your mom made very good obbatu too, as well.
Oh yeah, right. Very good obbatu.
Dad, what was your favorite?
What was your favorite?
My favorite, Mysore pak.
Mysore pak, yeah, I knew.
Mysore pak is made out of chana flour.
Not chana flour, it's... No. Kadle hittu.
Yeah.
Kadle hittu is
flour.
chana.
And you roast it, then you put lot of butter and then sugar, and then you keep rotating it until it comes into like a foam-like structure. Then you pour it into another tawa, or what do you call it? Tawa geno.
Now you put it in
Container.
Pan.
you cut it like a
and
cake.
then you can slice it into
You know
little chunks.
Mysore pak.
Yeah. So it's almost like a pastry. It's very flaky. It has a lot of layers that have tons of.
Right. Yes.
Because the butter, more butter you put in, it gets flaky, and then
It's almost
it
like a
gets
honeycomb
whole.
structure.
It comes whole
Honeycomb
whole.
structure.
Yeah,
Wow.
very rich.
Yummy.
Very.
Any other questions, guys?
Yeah. What kinds of special foods did you make for Diwali?
What special food? Yeah, we told you Obbatu, and then bispede some not bispede, usually puliogre or gaskose pies.
Ambade.
Ambode. Ambode, I think your mommy knows what ambode is. Ambode is made out of chana dal, and you grind that and make it padded and deep fry. That's a deep fry one. There's so much lot of other food. So yeah, ambode is good. Obbat is good. That's my favorite. And he liked Mysore pak. I don't like Mysore pak that much. It's too buttery.
Okay, we have one more question.
Do you usually do the rangoli in a lotus flower?
Rangoli?
Yeah, she's wondering about what pattern you did for the rangoli. Did you do it like a lotus flower?
Yeah. You can do whatever you want, but in this one, because we have that kalasha in the middle, and then we had to go all around, and we need to make sure we had to have 8 corners. So we don't do the lotus for that. We just draw lines and then make corners, 8 corners, and then that's where we pour the milk and water mixed together, and it's just a drop. You go around 3 times. So you had to have 8 corners. That's why you make it like a dry 8, like a pentagon, octa. Yeah.
Very fun. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Any last questions?
And lots of flowers. We had lots of flowers.
Well, thank you guys for being willing to share. It was so fun to chat and to hear your experiences. And I know everyone else appreciates it as well.
Yeah, we say Deepavali. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
we
how
call
do you say Happy Deepavali? What would you say?
Happy Deepavali. Deepavali is, Deepa is light. So,
Avali is enclosed.
no. Deepavali is just light up the house. That's what it is. Deepa, you had
Greeting someone, would you just say Happy Deepavali?
in Canada?
Yeah.
I thought Deepa plus Avali is, Avali means
No, she wants to know how do you say in Kannada Deepavali?
Like, how would you say Happy
Kannada
Deepavali?
actually.
Deepavali
It's
is
Kannada.
No, but how would you greet someone? Like, how would you say Happy Deepavali?
Oh, Deepavali Shubhashayagalu. Shubhashayagalu. Deepavali Shubhashayagalu. Happy Diwali.
Yeah.
Deepavali.
No, we don't say Diwali. Yeah, Deepavali.
Shubhashay.
Deepavali means festival of lights everywhere. If you walk around, every house has, it's just like Christmas. See, they will have lights in their house.
You saw in Jaipur.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I think, probably much more celebratory in North India. In South India, it's probably more family oriented.
Family puja, we do a lot of puja too.
Each individual family.
Really focused with the family.
Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
Whereas as we saw in Jaipur, it's much more public and a lot of celebrations.
See, for them, North India.
It's big for them, very big for them.
See, North India is the New Year for them. It's not New Year for us. South India that's not our New Year. Our New Year is Yugadi. It comes in April. So Deepavali is not New Year for us.
Hi, Tushki.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. It was so good to chat with you. We love you all. We'll talk soon.
Take care.
Happy Deepavali.